So I've been wanting another rifle chambered in 7.62 by 39 for some time now, because, well, everybody needs at least one more rifle chambered in 7.62 by 39. But I didn't want another off-the-shelf AK. I was looking for something just a little bit better. Now, technically, the new IWI Galil Ace is an improvement of the original Galil. I wish I had one of those to show you, but sadly I do not. Anyway, the original Galil was intended to be an improvement over the AK-47. So this new Galil Ace is an improvement on the improvement of the AK-47. So that should be pretty spectacular. But in all seriousness, this was designed from the ground up to be better than the AK. Now that's a pretty big resume to fill, and I know some real hardcore AK guys will be saying, "Nyet, rifle is fine." However, myself, along with many others, I think will be very excited about some of these changes. First off, and the most notable thing for me, is the charging handle is located on the left side of the gun, where it should be. I'm right-handed, and this is much more natural than reaching over or under a traditional AK to charge the weapon. The charging handle is nice and large. It is also round so that it won't snag on gear or anything else. You'll also notice that the spring-activated dust cover moves with the charging handle, keeping debris out of the operating system. The entire Galil Ace is designed to be a very closed, dust-free system to enhance reliability. Another huge improvement over a traditional AK is the full-length Picatinny rail running across the top of the rifle. I really like this. It makes mounting sights much easier and greatly opens up sighting options. The rear portion of the rail is on the dust cover, which like an AK comes off for cleaning. And you might be concerned about losing zero or wobble, but don't be. The dust covers fit so tight I don't think you'll have any problems with optics on top. The whole gun is fit together extremely tightly and seems to be very high quality, much tighter than any other AK I've ever seen. In fact, in testing we ran over 1,000 rounds through the gun and removed the dust cover several times just to see if it would affect the red dot, and it is still dead on. The iron sights are very nice as well. They are more reminiscent of AR sights than AK trunnion sights. They span the entire distance of the rail, are adjustable for windage and elevation, and they also have tritium inserts in them, which is a nice touch. Also, more like an AR-10, the new Galil Ace has a 5/8 by 24 thread pitch and a very AR-like birdcage flash hider. This thread pattern will allow you to attach any AR-10 muzzle devices. Another thing that IWI fixed, improved from the original AK, is the safety. They have a very easy accessible switch on the left side of the rifle, right above your thumb if you're right-handed. This is another thing that I absolutely love. Personally, I can get the gun on and off safe so much faster and easier than a traditional AK setup. However, if you are a traditionalist, IWI still provides a safety switch on the right side of the rifle that is similar to the AK. The Galil Ace features a milled receiver that adds rigidity to the rifle. And to shave some weight off the gun, IWI uses a polymer lower. One thing that I know a few people have complained about is that this lower does not allow you to change the pistol grip. While this is true, the grip that comes on the Galil Ace is remarkably comfortable, and personally I don't know why you would ever want to change it. The lower also has a sleeve around the magwell. Now I'm sure that the intended purpose is to help keep debris out of the system, but it also kind of works like a speed shooter jet funnel on a competition pistol. This sleeve kind of helps with reloads and almost guides the magazine into the rock and lock position. However, this sleeve limits a few of the mags that you can use in the rifle. The new Galil will take almost any AK mag. Any metal surplus mag we used worked, Polish mags, Croatian bolt hold open mags, Russian reds, any Magpul mag, virtually any mag with just a few exceptions. The list of mags that I found won't work is shorter, but Russian aluminum surplus mags, Bulgarian Circle 10 mags, and my beloved US Palm mags won't fit up into the Galil's magazine well. The stock is nice and works well, but also my biggest complaint about the Galil. First off, it folds and the hinge is really well made and locks up tight in either position. I really like the way the hinge feels on this. It seems rock solid, and I don't get that "how long until this breaks" sick feeling that you get from some other folding stock hinges. The stock itself is very adequate and does a nice job. It's also on a tube and adjustable for length of pull. But the tube isn't a standard AR buffer tube. This, I think, was a huge oversight on IWI's part. Because while the provided stock is more than adequate, wouldn't it be nice to have the ability to customize the stock to any AR stock you would like? Tell me this thing wouldn't look absolutely sick with a Mission First Tactical Minimalist on it. Anyway, there is hope. The rear trunnion has a pin through it and not a rivet like an AK, and maybe IWI will make a replacement for the rear with a standard AR buffer tube. The forearm features panels that come off to expose Picatinny rail underneath, and the rail is pre-plumbed in case you want to run a light with a pressure switch. Pretty cool feature that IWI also uses on their X95. The Galil also features a cold hammer forged chrome lined barrel that will keep it banging for many years to come. Shooting the Galil is a true pleasure. You'll instantly notice how smooth the rifle operates, and the trigger is good for an AK. It weighs in at a very crisp 6.5 pounds. The fit and finish of all the parts is really where the Galil excels, and it comes through in the buttery smooth operation of the rifle. I've never seen an AK style rifle be so tight in all of its components and function so smoothly. When shooting the gun, it just feels more like you're shooting a precision rifle than an AK variant. And with that smooth function comes superb reliability. We've ran a little more than 1,200 rounds through the Galil while testing, and it performed phenomenally. Not even so much as a hiccup in all of those rounds. So is the new Galil Ace an improvement over the AK? In my opinion, I would say a resounding yes. To me, it's more ergonomic, the controls are better placed, optics are easier to mount, iron sights are remarkably better, it functions smoother, and is just all around works better. Now, it wouldn't be quite fair if we didn't talk about price for just a second. The Galil Ace is expensive with a street price in the ballpark of $1,700, and that can be kind of hard to swallow. However, since Obama banned the import of rifles from Russia, AK prices have been steadily on the incline. I would say to get a quality AK now, you'll be spending over $1,000. Now, that's still a good distance from the price of the Galil, but for better or worse, AKs are getting more expensive and the price gap is closing. You'll just have to make up your own mind if the improvements are worth it. In my opinion, I would say most definitely it is worth the money. Because to me, it's more like a precision rifle that takes AK mags and shoots 7.62 by 39 than it is a standard AK. So in closing, I just want to say that I don't shoot 7.62 by 39 much, but when I do, I prefer the IWI Galil. Stay deplorable, my friends.